Hello everyone, and welcome to the 10 Bells, an Anomaly Hunt-style horror game set in an old English pub. And with the promise of that setting and the rain falling over dark skies, I can tell this is going to have an eye for atmosphere. We're going to have to get used to that atmosphere because the premise, for those who don't know, of this type of game is that we find ourselves in an endless loop of a location. Endless, but not perfect. The only way to escape is to really become intimately familiar with all the little details so that we can recognize when those details change. Normally, that's the only way to progress, but what that entails tends to depend on the game, so I guess we'll just have to get started. So I would imagine this probably takes place in the past, right? I mean, 1800s, early 1900s? But the patter of the rain outside certainly sets the mood. Funeral service, venue, the 10 Bells, public house. We implore you to explore the premises for any anomalies. If all is in order, please proceed to the private room. Should you encounter an anomaly, we kindly request that you turn back to progress. We look forward to honoring the life of our dear friend, taken from us all too soon. And now here without a face, so it's a funeral. It's a funeral and it feels like one. I guess we're just trying to push through all this to pay our respects then, huh? Oh my, but with all these paintings on the walls, that's a lot of details. All these plates. Oh man, there's so much to make a note of. Well, at least we've got the barkeep to keep us company. Although, he's very much part of the loop as well. Wow, you keep a portrait of yourself all the way back there? Now, there's a lot going on here, and we need to make sure that we know just where everything is. That's kind of the appeal of these things, is that you drive yourself crazy when you don't spot something, because you end up really digging deep to find out what's out of order. Hopefully it's somewhat forgiving at least. Can't leave just yet. It's double-sided. You're weeping back here. I guess where you think no one will see. And that must be the private room. There's a cellar over there. And this one says staff only. And so this begins our loop? Huh. And the bell rings. Does that mean that we were successful? Or does it mean we failed? All these pictures on the walls, the locations of the coasters. These are all things I'm trying to make notes of, and I don't know if it's going to be possible for me to even notice this stuff. As far as environments go, this is a pretty packed one, and you can kind of gauge the difficulty of a setting from that. Doesn't seem like we can talk to you, but we can zoom in using right-click. before I get into the gameplay, I just want to note this is an absolutely beautiful looking game, a beautiful sounding game. And it really sells the atmosphere. I mean, you walk into this place, you would say, what, did somebody die? And I guess somebody did. Huh. No wonder the other bartender is on the other side. This guy, all he cares about is disregarding females and acquiring currency. Alright, now we've really got to start looking at these things. So the pool table is here. Everything's arranged like so. I can see this being a really tough one. Move on to the private room. Maybe I should do this just to see what happens when we fail. No bell. You're gonna come over here, and when you get to the corner, you will cry into your hands. There's just so much detail, and it's so dark, I don't know what I'm even supposed to be looking for. But I guess there was no anomaly, so that's normal. There's just so much to draw the eye. Normally these things have a pretty bare premises, something like, you know, a hallway or a subway car. But this is a proper full environment. Hang on. Why am I so low? Is this bar higher than before? Hang on, this is a really strange perspective. If I should probably go back, right? Right? This feels wrong. Yeah, no, this looks normal. But... come back. And we were right, and that's 2 bells. We need to, 10. Oh god, and if we fail, we go all the way back to the beginning, don't we? Indeed. There we go, that's 3, and we get an achievement. But now we've got to get a lookout. This is here. Was this always a barrel? I'm honestly not sure if this was always a I've discovered an anomaly. I don't think it was the barrel. I think you were quite always a barrel. Okay, so some anomalies are not subtle. Wait, a hairbrush. One must look presentable to keep up appearances. Powder to cover the bruises. Mysterious sightings at the 10 Bells. Strange accounts have surfaced from the 10 Bells public house. Patrons claim to have seen a ghostly lady clad in white who silently disturbs the company before vanishing without a trace. A pint glass was seen to move of its own accord. Many whisper of a connection to the ill-omened history that haunts these very streets. And Inspector Aberline is said to be looking into the matter. What do you mean? And also look at... As we go, more of you is going to come into view, and more of these are going to be placed on the shelf. That's 4 bells. But no fourth thing, not just yet. Hey, bud, you just not gonna talk about what just happened? You know, there's a line for chatty bartenders, but I feel like this guy is pretty low on the list of not chatty enough. Some of these sconces aren't burning. Are they usually? I don't remember. The real trick to this is going to be learning what can be different, so we know what to check. So we'll round that corner. A 4th thing is here. Oh, it's her. It's the other bartender. Right page, Friday 10th, May 1880. She cannot subject me to this. The shame of it is intolerable. Is this an abuse situation? Oh, we're doing all right so far. Let's keep an eye out some more. Now we know that this place is meant to be haunted. So that's another thing to think about on top of everything else. Let's observe your routine. Yeah, we have to take a much more keen interest in you now, don't we? This is switched. Yep. And noticing you causes that to happen. Okay. So we head back. The blood is starting to stain these walls even more greatly. And at 5, Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence. So much to look at, but we're uncovering the lore of this place as we go. That's the important thing, right? This bell remains here. This is something that's probably important. We'll watch your routine. We'll watch hers. Didn't see if you cried or not. What happens if we try to go to the cellar? Nothing much. I imagine that probably opens up in the end, right? Back to here. No, wait, no! 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 That was... Unless it always reads what's there. But I honestly hadn't even... Okay. Well, we do have to go all the way back to the beginning each time. But I think I have a decent feel for how it's supposed to be. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god, you're just chasing me. Okay, well, run back, run back, run back, run back. I've never been chased by something in this game before. That's more than silently harassing the guests. Yay! I crossed the finish line. Cool. My first instinct, even though I heard it from the right, was to check the cellar. Oh my god. Okay. The bell. So that'll change as we go. Two. You're not crying while you're here. And in fact, you're just standing there. Hang on. Also, there's a bell in the fireplace! Are you seeing this? Oh no, you were. You just stood around for a while. Okay, well, it's a good thing. It's a good thing I thought you were doing that, or else I wouldn't have even looked at the fireplace. Anyway, goodbye. We're going back. And that's 3 bells. This game is quite a bit scarier, but also more moody than other games I've played. And it seems like we are kind of pushing our way towards some sort of truth, so that's interesting. This place has history, or rather this street has history, and presumably so does the bar itself. Looks like an anomaly to me. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. I gotta walk past her! But you got me! You, what?! I had to go back the other way! Bell? Yep! Well, at least you did me the courtesy of not standing in my way this time. Away we go. 2 bells. Okay, we've gotta have a look at it. It seems like as long as we're sharp, and as long as you don't just make it impossible, we should be able to do this. Sometimes things will happen in this hallway, so we have to check here, too. Now, we know that this updates every time, but we should also make a note of how many bells we've got, because if that's wrong, then that could also be an anomaly itself. These portraits were not of fire and destruction before. So that's an anomaly. We're heading back. This one did not change. I wanted to see if she got, like, fire starter powers. Let's try and leave. I don't see anything here. I don't know what it could have been. I did not see anything there. Well, there's blood all over this barrel. That's one. Now, I wonder if it works like other anomaly hunt style games, where as you discover anomalies and turn back on them, it removes them from the pool. In any case, that's two. Here's this again, here's you. What if I just move forward anyway? Or wait, maybe it's if you touch the bells? Maybe? I wasn't sure if I did the first time. But in any case, it did get put back in the pool. That's the only one we've seen twice. And we died on it, so... says something on the table. Something... I can't really read that because it's cursive and upside down and at a weird angle. Will you wipe it away? You'll try, but you're pretty bad at your job. Okay, well, either way, it's an anomaly. Oh, hey, you've decided to distribute the labor. Or maybe she just doesn't deal with bodily fluids. Either way, you're an anomaly. Although you're always dutifully back at work when we come around. That's an anomaly. Seems real anomalous. Let's try not to touch them. That's more than 10 bells. I win. Ugh. Or just burn the place down. I'm okay with that, too. Oop, 4 bells. I say this in all of these games, but the most difficult thing is when you can't find any problem. Because, well, that's when you have to be the most worried. Is there no problem, or is it one that you haven't found? I truly can't see anything wrong, so... And there wasn't. 5 bells. Well, that's an anomaly. I just got the achievement for reaching 9 bells. So that's gotta be a bug, right? Because that's not what I see. 2. Okay, not welcome here. I can take a hint. Well, there's something. Oh, this whole corner got ectoplasmed. Wow. Well, that's anomalous. Back to 6, which is where we got from the beginning. Howdy, hi, hello. Oh, look at that. You actually recede as I try to get a better angle on you. That is so creepy and cool. Alright, but you are anomalous. So we're out. You... 6 bells. This is the furthest we've gotten on that account. Disappeared. Mrs. Clara Hughes of the 10 Bells Public House. Age 22, medium build, complexion fair, eyes brown, hair dark brown, height 5'4", weight 9 stone and 4 pounds, clothes black gown with white apron. Good lady, best character. She was last seen leaving the 10 Bells Pub, Whitechapel, on Saturday, 5th of May at 10 a.m., on her way to buy tea and cleaning supplies. Any information concerning this lady should be communicated to Henry Moore, Superintendent of Police, Whitechapel. And I'm guessing the bartender is the culprit, right? I mean, that's pretty close to the butler did it. 7 bells. Alright, maybe you're angry that I found out. Maybe you're angry. Sorta hard to blame you, I guess. Nothing new showing up here. There is stuff over here now. My dearest Clara, I wish to take you away this very night. I cannot bear it any longer. Yours ever faithfully, C. Eight bells. 8 problems. Let's hope the rest of our anomalies are obvious. Okay. Go, 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 my god. Go, go, go. Climb over the paintings. Pretend they're the paintbrushes in Oblivion. Go, go, go. Oh my god. Through. She's back there. She's back there. She's back there. The portrait is fading away. My dearest Charlie, the shame of my marriage to Arthur weighs heavily upon me, for my heart belongs solely to you. Each moment without you is a torment, as I yearn for the love we must conceal. How cruel is this fate that keeps us apart, when my soul is irrevocably yours. Yours in secret and in love, Clara. We've got to be exceptionally careful here. You're gonna be the most angry you've been, right? Make a note of what you take from your pocket. Make a note of everything. You're trapped with him here. For all eternity, huh? Alright, I don't see anything. And now we find the angry spirit that haunts us today, huh? But there's nothing more to be told. The 10th and bloody bell. Oh no, do you have to... I guess not. Now the only way out is forward. Now she's moving. And we're going to watch this play out. My God, you're tall. What a dark take on the sound we've been pursuing this entire game. Before it meant progress, we were trying to recreate the sound of the murder. But now we can proceed. Oh hey, these are the credits are in the form of the portraits on the wall. Look at this. Oh, they even have little biographies of them. Okay, I'll spend a moment mousing over each of them. We were trying to learn the truth about ourselves. I must find a way to escape from this hell. I mean, it seemed like I did. Forever in my heart. Charlie. What is all this? Oh, I see. These must be the remaining anomalies, each with a name. Okay, so I guess we're not quite done yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we only got about half of them. The cellar door is ajar now. Oh! I thought maybe that was a post-game bonus. No, it was an anomaly. Goodbye, everyone. Ah, and that shows us the one we just got, a glimpse. I seem to be stuck running now. Is that a bug? Howdy. Well, you make this easy for me, don't you? Make it so that there's literally... Well, that complicates things slightly, doesn't it? You're so clearly an anomaly... So I have to go back. Thank you. Thank you very much. On guard. Oh my... Hello. Yeah, they always land the hardest with the hallway scares, because those are the ones that you only see when you're convinced there's nothing, and you've been walking around for a couple minutes. The watchful eyes. Is this carpet different? I feel like the carpet is different. And that could be completely wrong. It looks very Shining-esque. Although we're at the stage of the game where it doesn't really matter if I fail or not. God, was that actually it? Hang on, wait, I'm really curious now, because that was a subtle one. That was it. Here's a more subtle one. These things were not always stacked up. At least I don't think they were. I don't think so. The upside down. Wow, that's hilarious. I spent like almost an hour beating this the first round, and then when I'm trying to get more anomalies, I beat it in about 8-9 minutes. But then again, I guess it gets easier probably when you start taking stuff off the board. Oh, Through we go. You're not actually gonna... you're not gonna come out this time. So I guess it's just infinite at this stage. Howdy. Huh, I thought... Yeah, no, come on, come on. Over here. Oh, you're stuck under the steps. Wait, this way. Oh, we have a little stool friend! That is so cool. Why would we ever leave this circle? Huh, you come right up to me when I'm not looking. But never when I am. What about this? What does this count as? You can't move to where I see. Alright. Well, I wish you could come with me. But we've got to log you as a threat. The eyes that followed me didn't have eyes. We've got red walls here. That's the difficult thing, is that once you get through the obvious ones, you start seeing a lot more of the subtle ones. Yeah, boop. What are you? Interior rotation. Hey, you got a leak. I'm gonna try avoiding these. This might be the first Anomaly game I played where the anomalies can kill you. I mean, I guess in the Stairway 7. But that was really more what happens when you fail. The Crimson Mirror. Here we've got the coasters stacked. That'll be another one. House of Cards. Yep, it's this again. Okay, let's do this for real. Hadn't realized before that you were actually facing away from me, otherwise it would have been more clear to me that this was stealth. You've no problem with this? Well, if we have to run at this point, or at least closer to the exit. The Anomaly exit, which is another Anomaly game that I played with Retskier and friends. The Light Tread. Walking on bell shells, huh? Makes things clear, thank you. Just an outright rejection. Except for that. Unless I come back. No? No. That's awful. Well, one thing is left. I'm surprised it's showing me all this. No. Nope. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Rising flood. Rising flood. Nope. Oh my god. Goodbye. I'm so glad I'm going for 100% here because some of these are really scary. And I think that's part of what elevates this over the others is that it's got an environment that is actually nice to look at and complex without making the anomalies way, way, way too subtle. And the ones that are here are really scary and actually integral to the story. The last place on Earth. For me, anyway. I think, by the way, that it's also kind of cool that we are essentially being haunted by ourselves. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess we can just get murdered as a ghost, Frightener style. Ugh. The Scorned. Well, at this point we have 3 anomalies left to find. And I should point out that I can cheese this. I can cheese it hard by just going back every time until eventually I'll get them all, but I want to see them. Mr. Arthur Hughes and Clara Hughes, the crossed-out happy couple of the 10 Bells Public House. The ones that remain have to be truly subtle, because even after all this, I am not finding them. Missing mats. Okay, yeah, I've started just going back because they seem to alternate a lot now, so there's 2 left. 2 bells. I'm surprised we've yet to see one where you pull something out that isn't the rag, and I'm surprised we haven't seen something where someone was hiding, like, up there above the inventory. The backwards... I don't know what that says. Well, something was backwards, I guess, and that means that there's one more. I can reliably predict now. It's pretty much alternating at this stage. Only one anomaly left. God, look at that smile. Local landlord arrested for slaying of wife. No wonder you're happy. He got his comeuppance. Arthur Hughes, landlord of the 10 Bells pub, in Whitechapel, has been arrested for the brutal murder of his wife Clara. She was killed by a handbell, and her body was discovered after regular patron Charles Jones tipped off the police. The motive remains unclear, though local residents have rumored the couple had a troubled relationship. Hughes is currently in custody, and the community is reeling from this shocking tragedy. Well, justice served in the end, I guess, and... that buys our salvation. Not necessarily learning the truth, but also seeing all the cool anomalies. I mean, we couldn't leave without getting the full experience, right? And that's the cool thing about this, is that this is a game that acknowledges that it is about the anomalies. I feel like so many of these, there'll just be something, I mean, you can do this, you can have subtle things like, oh, this is more over there, or this is a different color, but they should be interesting. They shouldn't just be spot the difference. And this is one of the better ones I played for that, where they were really scary and cool. But let's see what awaits us up the stairway to heaven. Out of the dark. Farewell, my sweet darling Charlie. So, finally and for real this time, that was 10 bells. And what can I say that I haven't already? I mean, I don't know what this is going to edit down to. It's taken me roughly 90 minutes to complete the game and get all anomalies, and it's just... it's definitely a cut above. It feels like it's much less frustrating also as a result of being all about the anomalies, because some of them were subtle, but as it removes things from the board, you start to get to a pace where you can pretty reliably guess when there is and isn't an anomaly, and there's enough obvious ones to keep you going. You're pretty much going to get there. But also, it just feels so cool to be here. The environments are nice. There's a really cool and creepy story that actually continues after you beat it. That's the cool thing. It's got 2 stop points that actually encourages you to 100% it for the golden ending. Anomaly horror games are fairly simple at their core, and so it embraces that simplicity in giving us a simple story, but one with enough twists and turns that it's fun to piece it out over the course of this. Sure, you can probably predict it by the end, but even then, it's still got the added twist that we are the victim. It seems to recognize the shortfalls of the genre that it's in that every aspect of its design is about making you want to be here, where normally in these games, the goal is to stop playing, and I don't think that's a good place for games to be when the thing you want the most is to not be playing it anymore. With this, it's all about encouraging you to move forward and see it all. I forgot to say it in the start, but big thank you to the creators for sending me this key. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.